Wow, I can't believe I had to tell this thing I'm live 3 times before it did it. My apologies. The first time I did this, apparently people didn't get the memo. I got 3 texts and 1 call. I mean, within a minute of going live. And I guess it's sort of like the law of the universe, you know. When you drop your toast, it's going to land butter side down. That's just how it works. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, back to what I was saying. My wife is basically getting all of her appliances upgraded. And I've had to put in a dryer. I had to work on it 3 times. I take that dryer apart 3 times before we bought a new dryer. So while we were at it, I figured we might as well go ahead and do the washer because that thing about to fall apart too. Well, somebody had the great idea of while we're at it, why don't we do the dishwasher? Okay. Then when I get ready to go do the dishwasher today, I get to looking under there and it's plumbing. You don't want to tie into old plumbing because when you do, you're just going to have to do it again. So while you're there, you might as well just go ahead and just replace it. So I'm replacing the drain baskets and strainers in my sink, the entire drainage system, P-trap and everything down to the main drain line. And I come in here and I go looking. Well, the first culprit on my list will be the sprayer. And just so you understand, see, this is what the sprayers look like nowadays. These are all plastic, cheap Chinese plastic. And the only thing that even comes close to a metal upgrade is this thing here. It's got a brushed metal outer casing out of stamped sheet metal. But the inside's plastic. It's plastic. And if you want something better, Kohler makes one that's made out of pipe metal with a chrome plating on it that's going to disintegrate in about 3 years. But the hose that goes up in it has a ball joint, and that thing's going to break. It's going to break probably the first week. That thing's $30. I'm actually surprised that those haven't went up more than they have. God knows everything else has went up, right? So then I come walking on down to get the rest of what I'm looking for. These sink strainer baskets. Those things are ridiculous. This thing they're nearly $30 a piece. If you want to get a nice one, Kohler, they're $60 a piece. That's $120 for new drain baskets for your sink. Man, you used to get these things for $10. And that's the good ones. You could get some kind of cheap one from somewhere like Taiwan for $8. But everything is ridiculous. You know, we went back there looking for a rake for my sister. They do not have a rake at Home Depot with the fiberglass handle. You have to buy that old wood handle one that the handle's just fixing to rot out of on you. And everything is ridiculous. For a pack of air filters, $27.43. Now, if you buy 2 packs, you get 2 free. So, in other words, you buy a year's worth, and you get them for triple what they used to cost. Then you go to look at these appliances. I'm just going to tell you right now, get ready for some sticker shock. Look here. This is a reduced item that's out here on sale because it was a floor display. Ain't no telling what's broke on it. And look at this price. $2,624.25. Now, if I want to get a good deal on a dryer, I can come over here and pay $575 for a floor model dryer. But get this. Missing door latch assembly, sold as is. So I got to buy a door latch assembly and have it sent to me and put it on that thing before I'd even have a working dryer. Are people actually doing this? Is this a thing now? Is this a thing? This shouldn't be a thing. And they want to tell me that look, Kamala Harris came right out and said it multiple times, bragging on Bidenomics and how well it was working. I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working at all. Or I'll put it like this: if it is working, I don't like the way it works, because it is working. It's working the way they intended it to work. But the way they intended it to work was to punish us because we voted for Trump. I'm just saying it. Just like her idea of fixing the border was to hire 1,500 more people to go down there, and process more people through. Process more people through. I just tell you, people, I, I don't know what to do about this. And I don't think anybody else does except for maybe Donald Trump. But we got to understand these people are enemies. They're enemies. And every time they tell you something, they try to make it sound like they're doing something good for us, right? Like our democracy. They don't mean the people's democracy. They don't mean what we want. Because if they meant what we want, Donald Trump would be the president. They wouldn't be allowing illegal people to vote. They wouldn't be flooding our country with people that from third world countries. And let's be honest here. I seen footage of where that president from Haiti was assassinated. That was American mercenaries. Our country did that. You know that, right? They did it on purpose to implode that country so they could drive the people up here, flood our country, and destroy it from within. And it's going to everything. Imagine what happens when Trump wins. I mean, my God, y'all got to turn the stereo wide open in here. Do they sell stereos at Home Depot now? My goodness. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. Imagine when he wins, what's going to happen. You remember last time, right? During Inauguration Day, they was burning limousines in the middle of downtown Washington, D.C. And it was nonstop for 4 years, burning down cities. They don't have as many people siding them now. What are they going to do? Well, I tell you what's going to have to happen. I said it last time. I told my mother-in-law when he won. I said, you know what? If that man don't go in there and fire everybody on the top 3 floors of the FBI, Department of Justice, CIA, NSA, and the other ones that are left of the 17 intelligence agencies in this country, what's the point in running? They're going to take him out. That's what I told her. And you know, I don't like to say I told you so, but I told you so. See, if Trump would have listened to me, even though he didn't really know me, I'm just saying, I was talking to the TV. But if he would have listened to me, this would be a whole different operation going on. They're going to put a special counsel on that man anyway, right off the rip. They've already got the dude picked out, I guarantee you, and he's already building a case. If you're going to have a special counsel and be under investigation the whole time you're there, give them something to get a special counsel for. Do the same thing that Bill Clinton did, and you go in and you fire everybody right off the rip. And you replace them with some people that have some morals, some decency, and some common sense. That help us, Lord. And people, I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't vote a straight Republican ticket and give that man a 2/3 majority in the Congress and in the Senate, what good is it going to do? He'll go up there like he did last time, and he'll write some executive orders. 75% of the people will ignore them and try to act like they didn't happen. But just the 25% that are forced to listen and to comply, will do the same thing it did last time. It'll make our economy start booming again. Things will get better. Then he's going to be fighting for his life the whole time he's in there. And as soon as he's gone, the next person in will countermand those executive orders with an executive order of their own. And we'll be right back here. Look, I get it. I understand. There's a lot of them rhinos in there. people that are in total agreement with the Democrats. They want the exact same thing. They just use Republican rhetoric when they talk. They're not conservatives. Let's put it that way. The Tea Party invaded the Republican Party and ran them blue blood Republicans out. We got to keep them out. Don't never let them come back. We have to make them understand we don't want you, don't need you. Go on over there with your Democrat buddies. Y'all the same party. It's a scam. Left, right, Pepsi, Coke. No matter which one you buy, you're getting cola, and they're both deadly, just deadly bad for you. Gonna give you diabetes and put you in an early grave. That's what we're dealing with here. And if as long as everybody knows it, then it ain't so bad, because we got to go another way. We got to go another way. We've got a foothold here, like the only time in my lifetime I've seen where the common man has a foothold where we could actually change something in this country. Why do you think the entire machinery turned against Donald Trump? You've never seen that in your life. You ain't never seen Bush siding with Clinton and Obama and Dick Cheney siding with people like Kamala and them singing his praises. Yeah. And not only that, look here. The press has been calling for that man's death for 8 years solid. Everybody loved him before he announced he's running for president. When he announced he was running for president and they saw he was actually going to try to be president and tear up their little playhouse, it changed everything. Changed everything. I tell you, it's real hard to do this like this. We've got to do it for our country, for our kids. If we want to have anything, we've got to do it. And I just want to thank you. I don't mean to waste a bunch of your time on the weekend. I was just in here shopping and almost had a meltdown, and I figured I'd share my meltdown with you guys. So just let me know what you think about it. And y'all have a good day, and God bless you this weekend.